Welcome to a new edition of Science to Show. We will embark in a new journey of the body, learning what's happening inside the body of a gamer. So let's begin. We're going to start by exploring how the muscular system behaves. Let us observe the gamer as he plays his game. He is getting frustrated due to not being able to prevent the loss and watches in agony as he sees the demise of his troops. Now he lost the match. How will he react? He tossed his phone, but what happened inside his body to allow him to throw the cellular device?
It, his brain sends a signal to the body to move the bones in his arms. Acetylcholine is released across the neurotransmitter junctions. Sodium and potassium ion excites the muscle fibers. The sacroplasm reticulum surrounding microfibrils will release calcium. Calcium diffuses into the muscle fibers. Calcium binds to tropamine. Tropomyosin shifts to exposed actin binding site. ATP binds into myosin to give it energy. Myosin forms a cross bridge with an actin hydrolysis. ADP leaves the myosin head, sliding of filaments occur. Myosin pulls actin filaments are closer together in the sarcomere. ATP binds into myosin and detaches the cross bridge. ADP hydrolyzes myosin comes back to the cockpit position. There are many diseases in the circulatory, such as hypertension. In hypertension, or in other words, high blood pressure / HBV, is where the heart walls constrict the blood flow near the arteries. A way to diagnose hypertension is at the rate of 140/90. That's considered regular high blood pressure. If it's considered more than 180/12, 180/120, it would be considered severe. Hypertension occurs when the artery walls are constricted and there is no space between the heart walls and the arteries.
Now we will travel to the nervous system. Here we will see what happens in a gamer's head when he is enraged.
The location of the brain that is involved when a status of rage is the temporal lobe in the limbic system. Why is the temporal lobe involved? Well, the bad boy is responsible for the stability emotion of the individual. Without this, everybody would be easily angry by frustration or annoyance. Deep in the temporal lobe is the amygdala. This also plays a role when the human is in a state of anger. Here are other examples, such as language speaking, emotional regulations, interruption of facial expressions. What does the amygdala do, you may ask? Well, this is the responsibility for processing the emotions. The amygdala forms part of the limbic system. If the incoming data triggers enough of emotional charge, the amygdala can override the cortex, which means the data will be sent to the limbic system, causing the person to react using the lower part of the brain. When the amygdala is overloaded, a flood of hormones are released that causes physical and emotional alarm. A surge of energy follows, preparing the person for the fight or flight response. The impact that this hormonal flush judges temporarily, this person is usually out of control and may say or do things he or she will later regret when the thinking part of the brain is re-engaged.